Okay, things are getting really interesting now. These are the sealed indictments that we've been talking about. For some reason, there's 5 unsealed indictments, which includes this Gross person, this Rose Gross, and there are 16 unsealed indictments. So just looking at these indictments and trying to figure out what is going on here, and it turns out this Rose W.R. Gross is a senior investigator at a company called USIS. Okay, and then I am very close to this person, so I would love to actually find out this person's social media account and so forth. But then if you go a little bit further, and people are doing great research on this stuff, if you go a little bit further, there's a WikiLeaks USA versus Gross case. If you look at, if you click that link, you go here to USIS. And interestingly enough, it's kind of like the investigative arm of the Office of Personnel Management. You probably know the Office of Personnel Management because of Mike McMahon. We've had Mike, I did a couple of shows on Mike McMahon. He was the key FBI investigator for these folks with the OPM hack, and also all these people coming in on programs like the ManV program, where there's no checking. He did the name check service as well as the deep dive checking on people's backgrounds. So Falls Church, you know, that's the site of the Cars International Inc. And of course we've got Carlyle in here, the classic, hedge fund that seems to handle all the Booz Allen family of spy companies. And then you've got Providence Equity Partners. Now, wow, Providence Equity Partners, I think it's interesting. Now, this company was also did the background check on Aaron Alexis and Snowden. So you couldn't wrap any more cases into this. And you can see here just recently, OPM dropped USIS. But it was originally founded as the U.S. Information Agency. You can see the background there. There was, started in '96, sort of a civil service for investigations. Okay, so this is outside of the FBI, different group, and they do background checks, basically what their area of expertise was. So they did a background check of Aaron Alexis. Of course, he goes on to kill 12 people 6 years later in Washington Navy Yard. And of course, Snowden, they did a background check on Snowden. So all these things lead up to a complicated contract fraud case. We don't know what that is because it's sealed. And then Claire McCaskill, the one we saw come out the other night driving her own car. She is the one who said that they are under criminal investigation. So where there's smoke, there's fire here. And usually, here's Claire McCaskill. Usually when they do these indictments, it's usually a bunch of people. So I'm thinking this is the USIS. The fact that the other person in the open indictment was a State Department person, and now this person's a USIS person, that's the running thread in my mind. I don't know if this is going to be the truckers or not, the people that are involved in the EB5 research, but I'm thinking here that this is the EB5 scheme with the truckers, and these are the people who are a part of that investigation. We'll see. OPM drops USIS, and then of course immediately you bankrupt it, so there's no files to discover and so forth. So we'll keep following this, but we do have a lead here with Rose Gross. And again, are they trying to keep Rose Gross quiet as an investigator to keep the uranium truckers quiet? I definitely believe now Saipov did EB5 visas, and that's how he brought the 23 people into the country with little or no vetting, little or no checking. Was it USIS? We'll find out.